real quick, this is how my trailer looks on the inside. I've got a cleat on the bottom here that's screwed to the floor. On the other side of the ramp is a cleat so that this guy just lays on top of that, so it's not going to slide off as it has sometime in the past. The front of the trailer is reinforced with flooring from just some scrap wood that I had, so that the ProPanels, as they shift, won't punch a hole through the front of the wall, as they also have done with their feet in this very flimsy metal of the trailer. So that's reinforced. And then you can see on this side, hopefully you can see, let me see if I can zoom in. I have put hinges, 3 hinges on this piece of 3/4 inch plywood, so that this board is hinged to the front, and then this board is hinged onto that board. So if you look underneath here, there's some hinges down there holding this guy on to create a shelf. This cleat on the right has a screwdriver in it and a little hole here. So when I want to lift this guy up and slide it over there like that, then I can take this screwdriver, pop it through the hole, and it's part of the structure now. So I can slide things in here like big metals or anything else I want to sort of take into protective custody, and everything else over here can't slam into it and break it. This is not going to move. On the bottom there are little slidey furniture feet that I've nailed to the bottom of it to make it a little easier. So when I want to put my ProPanels in here, this has to be down first. So I detach that, slide it all the way to the right, and now my ProPanels can go up here. I can shift them to the left. If I need any help shifting them to the left, I can grab this wall and boot it out. This wall will only open as far as that cleat that's down there. It'll stop on that cleat, not go any further. That was initially put in to prevent the ProPanels from sliding forward. I'm going to leave it there for that purpose, but I've got this reinforced wall, so that's less important. But this will only open as far as that piece right there, and then when I latch it on, it's locked. I have ProPanel knockdown walls like this, so they're cut in half. I took one of these carts. This was given to me by the person I bought the trailer from. It's just a metal cart. I think it's like $200 and some on Uline. It's a very strong cart. I think it holds 600 pounds. I cut a piece of plywood to fit one of these ProPanels just a little bit larger, and then I bolted it down here because I didn't want the ProPanels to be sitting on a cart and leaving an indentation in the ProPanel itself. So this is sort of form-fitting, if you will. I lay a ratchet strap down. I'm going to stack the ProPanels on top of this guy and then ratchet it down so that it's not going to go anywhere, and then slide it up into the truck. And then once I do that, I can start packing the truck or the trailer full of other things. Okay, with that ratcheted down, I'm going to take this ramp and attach it to the trailer. It just rests against it, but it has this cleat and that cleat, as I pointed out earlier. Okay, now this is the hardest part. This is the part that where I am most likely to be injured. I got to get this guy right up to the ramp, and the board that I cut is so long that it hits the ramp before the wheels have a chance to grip it. So I've got to pull back on this cart and start it moving. My toes and my face are most at risk here. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. We've got cart contact. Right here's where it's most top heavy. Okay, now with the cart pushed in, you can see I have no room over here on the left. I can scoot it to the right a little bit so I can squeeze something in there like my step ladder. And let's see what it looks like on the right when we close this guy. See, it's right up against the cart. when I close this. This thing is usually, it's so heavy, it takes two of us to just manually lift it up in. So this ramp makes it a piece of cake. Okay, so now I can take 20 by 60 metals in their bags and slide them into this side compartment. So I typically don't carry with me more than 4 20 by 60 pieces. And that's kind of how this was built, with that in mind. So I can keep 4 of them in there, completely covered and protected. They're not going to get all dinged up because I have dinged them up in the past. I could probably fit 2 more in there at least. And there's some growth for height there too. I don't remember what the exact dimensions are of the box itself. The trailer is 4 by 6. So now to get this guy up in there, I'm just going to lay it like this, slide it on that shelf, slide it all the way in like that. It's not going anywhere. Now I have some more stuff to load up. I can fit this step ladder in here, or 2 chairs, but probably not all 3. Got a couple plastic tubs on top. Got a couple bags here. Slip in the side. These are my ProPanel lights. I like to put these up here on top of the ramp. That way they're sort of in their own protective custody. And that's pretty much it. I could fit some odds and ends in here by sticking it in and around a broom or whatever. But I don't like to put artwork back here unless it is protected, or anything that isn't tied down, has brakes on it, or is just unable to move because it's packed so tight. So, and that's why I've got it right now. So that's the back of the trailer. This is a roof rack that I built myself. I put this cargo net over top of it so I can squeeze a lot in there. It's the actual top of this, the top of the rack is 4 by 6. The mesh is 2 by 3 when it's at its smallest, but it expands to be a 4 by 6, and then it can latch down on these corner guys. So I can put tubs up there. I could put my chairs up there. I always put the tent up there. And just for fun, this is the tub that we carry our tent canopy and sidewalls in. This roughneck Rubbermaid tub is fantastic. It's waterproof, it's got handles, it seals well. You can crinkle it to some degree. We keep everything in there, and it has the same wheels that are on my photos bin on the bottom of it. And it's bolted to this board. Just 1/2 inch, I think. And then I can wheel this guy either in and out of the trailer, or my wife and I can lift it out of the truck, and we can use it as a dolly. So we can stack things on top of it and hand truck things into an event.